Welcome everybody to the stream. We are going to be... This is going to be a very special stream today because we're going to be gaming it up, okay? But we're not going to be gaming on anything like cookie clicker, no. Spiral clicker, no. Alchemy, maybe just a little game of alchemy. No. We're not going to be gaming. All of these, we could just throw them right in the rubbish bin. We're not doing any of that. You know what we're going to be doing today? We are going to be editing my most expensive YouTube video to date. Don't know if that's true or not. There's a couple of videos on my account that are technically really expensive to make, but only because I had already... Don't worry about it. I am going to be making a video, or editing my video, on my 2022 Garbage Pail Kids Series 1, Bookworm Series 1 video. You can already see I have a whole bunch of nonsense up in this folder. I have a folder for card footage, facecam, flip through, JPEG assets, narration, a whole bunch of assets just thrown into these folder, kind of organized, not really. Yeah, we have content, everybody. We have about 4 hours of content in here, and we have a plan for that content, okay? We're just going to hop into the... I'm just going to give you a very brief example of what I'm actually doing here. And then we will start the stream. This is my timeline right here. Only 30 minutes of content. However, that being said, I have all of this left to cut out the asparagus, only keeping the meat and the potatoes. You can see that there's a lot that I've already done. That being said, I'm trying to aim for a 30-minute to 40-minute video total, which means a lot of this is going to be cut. The only things I absolutely cannot cut is when I unwrap a pack and when I hit something I haven't hit before. But we'll get into the weeds of that in a little bit. So, geez, oh Pete's. Just give me... I know this is going to be gross. Just 1 second. Wait, and I can just mute myself. So you didn't have to listen to me do that because I'm a disgusting freak. Yeah, so I'll get a little bit into the timeline, how I'm doing what I'm doing, and how the video is eventually going to play out. But for right now, we are going to be making a thumbnail for this video editing series. I thought it would be fun if I could make a thumbnail on stream for the stream. How innovative is that? I like to do it in, well, for these streams of let's just hop over to my Bops channel really quick. For these thumbnail like this is gonna change. For these standby thumbnails, I like to do it in MS Paint. I like to use my little wacky Brandon character. But I like to do that in Paint, and the first thing I like to do is I like to verify that the properties, yeah, they're where I want them to be, the dimensions of the thing, and I'm going to draw a little wacky dude. He's going to have my little flaily arms. It's quirky and it's fun. He's going to have hands like that, and he's going to be holding like a clapboard because he's editing a video. And then he's going to have a goofy little grin here. He's going to be smiling up a storm. And then this I'm going to download. I'm going to put it into my actual movie editor program. And then this is going to be where the thumbnail sits. And it's going to be sitting in this video editor. And that'll be the thumbnail. And this might take me maybe 10 minutes to do. But I think it'll be fun and worth it. Now, for the gray here, I don't know why I closed out of this. For the gray of the Movie Studio Platinum 14.0, is this a good video editor? Do I recommend it? Sure, I guess. I don't know. If you don't want to, just edit your stuff on Windows Movie Maker, okay? Or if you have a Mac, do it on that cut program, whatever the hell that's called. Final Cut Pro. Excuse me. Just whatever you have available, just do it on that. This is just what I've gotten used to. This is just, it's just, I don't know, it's like probably really expensive. But I want the background of this to kind of contrast the gray, but also not overwhelmed. Like I don't want a bright blue or a bright yellow because I feel like that would take way too much away and also make my character like blend into that more. So I'm thinking about a dark color, but I would also like it to be completely opposite of gray, I guess. So earlier I was thinking, why don't we use a color kind of like here, darken that up a bit, and then boom, perfect. It's bright, it's completely different than gray, and it's not going to make my character like blinded. Like if I were to draw him like on this, it would be difficult. But over here, we're actually going to make that here and take this black. I like to take the pencil tool and then I like to put it on the thickest, which actually if you want to get, you could make it even thicker. You could make like stamps. If you hit the plus button, yeah, you can see you hit the control and plus, you can see that it actually gets thicker. Actually, you know what, that actually might be helpful here in this case because it kind of needs to stand out against this. This is kind of a small area for a thumbnail to be sitting in anyway. So why don't we just Control Z all of that business. We're gonna restart. All right. 1920 by 1080. This is standard definition or standard size for most. It just automatically scales to wherever you need it to be. So why don't we hit Control plus 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 plus? Yeah, it's already minus minus minus. It's still a little. That'll be good. That's thick. It's like a thick marker. But the difference between this and this brush, well, the brush is small, but don't worry about it, is I could fill this up and there's no space, but you can see it looks kind of weird. That's because if you were to zoom in, you can see like all of these like little white, I believe it's called aliasing. I'm not a pro, don't quote me on that. Get that out of here. So that's what the difference is. That's why I like using the pencil. That's just because I like just doing like very basic drawing and like filling in the color just because I am basic. So we're going to be starting with my little character. There we go. We're going to make a little... Yeah. No, not good enough. The objective is to make a really, really, really good circle with a mouse. You don't want it to be perfect. You don't want a perfect circle. You want it to look really good and like you did it with the mouse. Because it gives it a little bit of character. Come on. Oh, perfect. Now we're gonna give him some hair. I don't really keep my hair like this any longer. This is more of like a, just like I've gotten used. There's my little sideburn. Haha. We're gonna give him really big, dark, soulless drug eyes, like he had just done like 30 tabs of acid and 50 grams of shrooms and 2 lines of coke. Yeah, no, that's way too big. Simple solution. Just Control C, Control V, and then boom, you got 2 very similar. And then rotate it so it doesn't look flip it horizontal so it looks like they're different, but they're not. It's a little sneaky tip for you. Cute little nose. Big ol' smile. Little silly little tongue sticking out. Should I do cat ears? No, it's a little too silly. Add my little mole right there. Alright, now we gotta do the body, which is just boom, boom. Let's actually move this over more like this. Shirt. And then we're gonna do like arms that go like, he has a YouTube button in this hand. And these are the little fingers. And a thumb. He's holding the YouTube play button. Oh. Oh. He's made out of jelly. That's why he can do stuff like this. And then this one over here is gonna, whoa, it's looping. The arms don't do that. That's just so silly. He's gonna be holding the clacker because it's video production. This is to sync audio and video. But he's holding it. He's gonna get his little fingies clicked. What a silly little, he doesn't know where he's holding it. Yep, that's how that works. Wow. On a scale of 1 to 2, 1 being the worst and 2 being the best, how good is this? Chat, hit him up, 1 or 2. Wow, that's crazy. Everyone is unanimous in saying absolutely nothing. Alright, and the shirt will be blue. What color will I make the skin? Well, here's what I like to do. I like to go on Google. Pale white skin hex. I like to take this, I like to copy it, go back into Paint. This is in an update, go to color, and then you can just put the hex right in. And boom. Because I am pale and I am white. Bop, 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 bop. There. This is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's make this... We'll make this fully white. And then we'll throw the word... There's that. Alright, boom. I am putting way too much time and energy into this. Okay, I need to just call it. Hashtag good enough. And then here, thick. I'm gonna top that up to maybe 85. Hmm, 105. Yeah, that's more like it. We just have to like guesstimate. Boom, 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 boom. Centered enough. Ah, dang it. Ugh. It hurts physically. I used to be really into video production. I used to have a really big passion for it. Alright, center enough. It's MS Paint. Alright, what else? And like this, again, is just gonna already be really... Alright, file, save as. Excuse me, sorry. That's my COVID, just kidding. Video production. Just throw it in this bad boy. Put it here. Put the slider. Wow, look at this. Video production. And then print screen. Take this. Ugh, jeez. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Oh my god. I get nervous. Alright, we're gonna edit. No. We're gonna details, and then we're gonna video. No, not video production. Oops, what am I doing? There. Now we have a. That's cute. It's cute little thumbnail. Ah, shoot. Actually, hold on. I gotta do one thing to it, and then we can call it good. I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna open it in MS Paint. Okay. We're actually gonna take this. Yeah, you know what? Alright. I'm fine with this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Go to the bottom here. Oh, is this what? This has to be, hold on. File, properties. Oof, that's a shame. This should be. Yeah. So it should just be fine. I have an idea. Open this. Bring it as small as I possibly can. I am putting way too much time and effort into this. At this point, the stream is a fucking lie. This is scuffed. It looks bad. No, it's fine. Alright, I'm not gonna... It's whatever. No one's gonna pay that much attention. No one's gonna care. Excuse me. I have a little allergy right now. Let's get into it. Alright. Now you might see this very important document here I have. This document is incredibly sensitive. This is how I edit videos, and all of this is made up by me. There's a very few steps that I do when it comes to video production. You have the main three. You got writing, then you have shooting, and then you have editing. And then with writing, I do the scribble page, rough draft, and then I do the final script. I do all of my editing in the rough draft. I don't keep updating each draft. It's just for a simple video that I like to make, then it's just too much work. For shooting, you just read the script and record your lines like 20 times, and then just get footage. That's it. Shooting, there's nothing special. But with editing, this is where editing comes in, okay? First thing I like to do is a skeleton edit, which is what I'm doing right now. What is a skeleton edit? What does it mean? A skeleton edit for me personally, a skeleton edit is where I cut out all of the asparagus and I keep the meat and potatoes, okay? Any silence that doesn't mean anything. Like you can see like this is silence right here. You can tell by my handy dandy audio visualizer, my little peaks and valleys, you might want to call them. You can see that there's no audio here except for these little crinkles. Generally, you can cut stuff like this out. However, because there is an action, the action is more important because we have to remember we're not just cutting out all of the empty silence and just keeping in when I talk. Treasure Travis. Because like that, like it just, you know, it just... Oops. It's just weird. Treasure Travis. Ides of Mark did not. Yeah. So we have to remember that we can't just only keep the parts where you talk because we're making a video. It is a visual medium. You need to actually show, and just cutting out all of these silences and stuff, that's only the silences that don't mean anything. So when I get in between packs, stuff like that, when I'm reaching over. Okay, this is also. So stuff like this I can cut. I love that. She is so cute. Like that where I'm just staring, I could just take this and then I could cut that because it doesn't introduce anything new. It's just, it doesn't have any movement. I'm just staring at a card. These cards are so great. I love that. She is so cute. And it keeps the pace of the video a lot it keeps the pace of the video a lot smoother. So we can cut stuff like that out, but we want to keep anything that means anything. And once we finally get to the end where we cut out all of the parts that I don't think matter too much. Also, oh my god. Please, no, please, you can do it. Yeah, all right, thank you. My internet has been very bad, and it's been making streaming very hard, which is why you might notice I haven't been streaming as of late. Anyway, so skeleton edit is we just cut out all of this stuff like this. And my stuff I'm bending over, this has nothing to do with any value. We can cut stuff like that out. And then we do that until we have all of the footage right where I need it to be. Everything is cut out, and from then we can move on from the skeleton edit to the rough edit. And what I mean by rough edit is just because we have all of this stuff where we want it, that doesn't mean timing is good, that doesn't mean pacing is good, that doesn't mean it's clean. Now just because we have all of dead silences cut out, that doesn't mean all of this is completely necessary to the video. And we have to prioritize engagement, and we have to prioritize watch time. And so just because, like, here at the very beginning of the video I thought this would be funny, jammed Jason in Narnia. Woo! Yeah, so we got some art on the back of these. We're going to be putting together our own backs. I'm going to have to... So, like, maybe, like, that, yeah, I'm saying stuff doesn't mean anything to the ultimate end of the video. Maybe we'll find out once we get there, but before we can even make that decision, we have to have the full skeleton edit, which is where the rough edit comes in. We decide what we're going to keep, what we're going to cut, and after that, fuck, man, it's just a lot of tedious work. Lot of tedious work. After the edit, we move into the rough edit, we move into the edit. What I mean by edit is I just mean, like, now that you have your timing good, now that you have your anything that is going to be cut that doesn't make it perfect, that's gone. That's out. Oh god, I can't talk. Now that you have your completely edited, timed correctly, exactly the length you want the product. All of it is rather engaging. You feel like it is done being... You feel like the timing's good. You feel like the length of the project is good, and you feel like everything that's in the film is needed. It adds value. Then you can finally do the fun part of the edit, and that is music. Silly little edits, little tiny sound effects, doing the little loop-de-loops, and you can kind of see in like places I have stuff like that. Hold on. I have little tiny edits here and there somewhere. Yeah, right here. Somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, I just clicked it. Stop. That's right here. Come on. Where do they come up with this stuff? This video is gonna be awful to edit. It's gonna be so awful to edit. You can see, like, I've already kind of set up something comedic here. This video is gonna be awful to edit. It's gonna be so awful to edit. It's like a very basic thing just to kind of keep me organized. Here you can see that I'm in the middle of this cut here just sounds, but that's not for this. Right now we're only worrying about cutting out the asparagus. I like asparagus, don't get me wrong, but if we're gonna choose between asparagus and beef, I'm gonna choose the beef. Wormy Wilder, Treasure Travis, Ides of Mark. Did not care for that show. If that is what to give context about what we're actually editing, what this actual video is, we are going to be making a video of me unwrapping a couple hundred packs of Garbage Pail Kids Bookworm Series 1. You can see I've already done kind of something similar with my Taste Bud series. In this one, I unwrap 5 packs. In these packs, it's a little more than just 8 cards per pack. But in this video, I finished the set by ordering cards off of eBay. And I've learned a lot from these videos. You can see. Hello and welcome all. In this video, I opened 5 packs of the newly released Garbage Pail Kids Taste Bud Series 1. There's just a few things I want to clear up really quickly. Just understand when I'm thinking aloud. You can see, well, that's just audio, but with this, I have the cards I recorded it strangely. So I used my 4K camera on my face rather than the garbage pail. I had my iPhone. I had it sitting on the edge of my desk, pointing down, kind of at a weird angle at my mat. So I'm not gonna go through all that. This is just weird. It's clunky. I kind of just sat at a computer. I put the cameras up and I just started recording and syncing audio, which is fine. But you can tell in this next video, I learned from that. I put my HD camera on the actual mat. I have like a face cam now, but you can still tell that my HD camera is sitting at a very strange angle. It's pointing directly down. And final. Ugh, sorry. Board. So now that I put more of an emphasis on the cards, it's just the way I recorded it. It was just really gross. The cards are facing me and not the camera. And then you can take a look here. It is very basic. Everything is fixed, okay? I recorded all of this footage. I recorded the cards upside down. I took everything off my desk. I made complete room. I had the camera on a tripod facing directly down at my mat. And with that, let's look at this card footage. This is what it recorded. This is me syncing audio.
1, 2. See if we get that Caroline.
This is just me with
Alpha,
the emphasis. You can hear the audio.
Thanks.
But you're like, okay, it's upside down. It's rotated funny. But with that, I went in here and let's just drop it in here for a second. This is some card footage right here. You can hear the audio. Just make a note of that.
1.
Over here on these event pans and crops, you can animate. I find it useful to do like quick snappy edits of movement of some kind of asset, or you can see like this F. This is the screen. This is the canvas. You can change it. You can rotate it. Anything. If you want to animate, you can see this little pin here, pin here. You just make a new one. Click the plus, and then whatever this pin is, it starts at. Let's want to start it here, and then let's just for the sake of time, this one right here, we make this and we restore it. So this to here, and then you play the video. It's just fade.
1.
But what I did with this instead was because the screen was flipped and rotated, you can flip it horizontal, and then the F turns backwards, and you can flip it vertical, so it's upside down. So the camera is now me. I am the camera looking down at my cards, which makes sense to you also. Delete this. You don't need... Sorry. You only need one pin if you're just doing...
1.
So that is how I did that. And if you want to necessarily, sometimes your your project source file is kind of a funny dimension that doesn't match the aspect of your project. Like maybe you recorded something in, I don't know, 240 by whatever, but you're editing most of the video in 1080 by 120 by 1080. No, my God, 1080 by 1920. Oh my God, never mind. You know what I'm talking about. The most common out ratio. I can't even talk. I'm sorry. With that, sometimes you get like really, really weird dimensions, and then when you move it, it's kind of hard to explain, but when you move projects, it doesn't sync up. It doesn't really do what you were trying to do, and when you move it, it just kind of like, it doesn't have anywhere to move on, and so like it just starts disappearing in weird places. Really?
Well, there's only one way.
There. Leviosa. Giant whale. Wow, okay.
I love him. I love him. Love him. I love him.
Sorry, I did not know what I just did, so I wanted to delete it before I actually saved something weird without me knowing about it. Anyway, you can see from this video, there is definitely more of an emphasis on not only the cards, my face. Now you can see I have a lot of empty space here, and that's just an oversight on the recording. Every video that I make, I just get slightly better at like thinking about these things ahead of time. I could, realistically, if I wanted to, I could cut that out, but that takes work, and I have 4 hours of footage I need to edit. Down to 30 to 40 minutes. That's the goal. I don't know. Usually you're like, yeah, I need this video to be 10 to 15 minutes long. And then at the end of your edit, you feel like you can't delete anything else. It's like 30 hours, and you're like, how do I cut this? What do I do with it? And then you're like, sometimes you're out of luck. Sometimes it's just how it is. That's a shooting process for you. Anyway, I think we can start getting into the edit. what I've been doing for most of it. This is the introduction. Hello, everybody. Everything in here sounds boring and dry, and that's because it is boring and dry. All of this, and I'm not sure how much of it's going to stay. But introductions, explosions, sound effects, all that stuff to make the video more engaging will come, and you'll see you'll see your project coming together. You just have to quote unquote trust the process. Hello, everybody. Something came in the mail, and I'm very excited to open it. It's 5 pounds. It's a 5-pound box, and I'm just really I can't wait to open it. So why don't we just get into it? And this isn't even gonna be the intro. It'll be there, but I'm gonna save it and put it in a different project and then edit around that to make it more engaging. You gotta hook the viewer in the first 2 seconds, or else they're gonna leave immediately. So, and that is not a good introduction to a video. Hello, everybody. To start recording the video, sure, but anyway, we'll get to that. Anyway, just a simple little note. You can see that I am working with multiple cameras and audio. Remember when I said stuff like this? Listen to this audio. You hear that buzzing?
Let's just look at the box here.
You can hear when I talk.
Looking for the base set. If I can.
It sounds like I'm in another room. Let's take some of this footage and listen to this. It's different. I sound quiet. Coloring Brook. Slam and Sammy. Nedhead, got him. Barbarian Brandon. Off the Wall Paul. Off the Wall Paul. You can just hear that the audio, while it's better, it's not the best. And so the whole time I was recording my audio with this free to use software that anyone can use because it's great, Audacity. I recorded the audio with this. I saved the project, don't worry. We're just going to take a second to reset. And we will see where we stand. All of this silence here is a lot less notable, and because I am a POS, I didn't I didn't do anything to fix the audio after. I compressed it and I called it good. And this microphone is really, really good, but the trick to this microphone, excuse me, I'm so gross, I'm sorry. The trick to this microphone is you have to record softly in the settings and bump the audio up. That's how you get good, clean audio. And because I stream now, I can't record the audio softly because then you just won't be able to hear me. I can't bump up the audio afterwards. So then you get kind of like this weird, it's clean and you can tell it's clean, but then you can notice some of these. But I think I have the Bravo actually. You can hear the last one, the Bravo actually. Actually, and you can hear the word actually. Actually. It sounds kind of as if the stereo that the microphone was recording kind of gets cut a little bit and kind of like flips between stereo and mono in the middle of a word. Like it cuts out. Bravo actually. And you can it's definitely really noticeable, especially because truth is, your video can be crystal clear. It can be the best looking video. You could have recorded it with a red camera. It could look amazing. But if your audio is bad, people notice that. You can definitely notice bad audio a lot quicker. So even though this is the cleanest audio I could get for the project, it still sounds bad. I love that. She is so cute. You can tell that this audio is definitely better than this audio per se. It's definitely, but I mean the audience isn't going to notice that because all they're going to notice is how weird my mic sounds. I don't know what it is, but some of these cards are just so... Which is the same mic I'm using to record this, so definitely, even in the stream, you can definitely tell what I'm talking about. My voice isn't... It just sounds like it... Anyway, you can see stuff like this. I'm working with multiple cameras and trying to keep everything in sync. You can see that when I move one of these, I'm moving the whole of it. So how am I doing it? What am I doing to make it when I move one, not only am I moving this single video with the audio cut off, this video with the audio cut off, and then this audio that I put underneath it, how can I move one and they all follow? Simple little trick is I group them all. I group all of this. So I'm going to Control A. Actually, I'm going to hit this. I'm going to Control Z and undo what I just did. I'm going to Control A. I'm going to hit the group and I'm going to remove it. So now all of these, every single one of these little tiny clips are now individualized. Now you can see I can move these freely and they're immediately out of sync. You can, there's no audio. Wormy Wilder? Yeah, literally. So what I do and why I do that is when I go back into here, I go back into my video. They're grouped. So let's just, for the sake of the video, I'm gonna remove these from the original group that I made. I can move all of this individually, and it's really difficult to do that when everything is synced and then just like one small little nudge. Oh shit! I just nudged that out of place. Now I can't. Now it's all out of sync. Now I can kind of. Oh, but it's tricky. Is synced? Did I desync it? What's going on with it? So, you know, I hit Control A, and generally I group them all when there's not 35 million different individual assets. I hit group and create new group, and now all of a sudden all of this is just one thing. It's just one single thing, and that means no matter where I can move this, it doesn't matter. I can still watch it. I can move it over here, and I can watch it. I love that. She is so cute. I need to get rid of that. It's so cringe. And I can just hit S, delete it, and then boom. I not only just cut 3 separate individual layers of different content, I cut it immediately. All I have to do is, oh, I don't like this part. S, click, delete. It's just that simple. Because if I didn't have this all grouped together, I can cut it here, but then it only cuts right here, and I'm like, okay, well, here, but then also you may have noticed, like, I thought I just cut it right there, but it's not. And then, like, I'm trying to cut here, and then I hit S, but what you could do is you could hit Shift and then select all of them and then hit it, but then it's just much easier to group the entire project, hit the S once, click one of the 3 individual, and then boom, I don't like this part, delete, and then all of it is just solid. Now you could, if you really wanted to and you're really fancy, you could synchronize. That being said, it's really tricky, because let's just make a new, I don't know why, let's just make a new, just for the sake of argument. I'm doing a lot of explaining as opposed to actually editing, but I feel like just to give context to what I'm actually doing here, it might be a little easier. So I have a narration, I have face cam, and I have assets that I need to include into the video. So we're going to take this. I need the first one. I need the very first clip in here, throw it in there. Now I gotta go back, and now I need my face cam. Gotta go in here, gotta go back. Then I gotta go in here, and I'm, what else am I looking for? I'm looking for my audio, of course, my audio, which is really important. And I click the very first actual wave file, throw it in, and then boom, I have all of my assets. These are all the same thing, except one's audio, one's face cam, one's for cards. We're just for the sake, I'm gonna go in here, click this. I'm just going to rotate vertical and horizontal. Boom, that's where I need it to be. I'm going to slip this over here, going to put my face cam, but first before I do that, I'm going to make a new audio track, insert audio track, put my face cam here. Just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to click this. I am going to hit shift. I'm going to move this around, actually, the other way. I want it to be the other way. I want it to be like here. And then move it to the corner. Boom. Now it's perfectly in 1/9 of the screen. And so then when you overlay them, you put this layer above this layer. Boom, all of a sudden I have a face cam. But it's still unsynced. How do you do that? Well, you see these little beautiful auditory. Remember the clapper that I drew in the thumbnail? Do you remember the clapper I drew in the thumbnail? Remember the clapper I drew in the thumbnail? Why do you think they clapped that? Ass. I'm just kidding. Why do you think they clap that? They use it as a visual. You see me clicking my little fingies? 3. Because it's a clacker, basically. I clack it, I click my fingers, I make noises with my mouth, and then I match these up. So let's take this audio. It's gonna sound real funny in a second. The sync. Now I need to look at 3 in a row. So here is what that looks like. You can kind of see like right there. It kind of looks similar. These look similar, but they're still very. You can see that this, it only moves so much. These only move so much, but this kind of slips wherever it wants. If anyone knows how to fix that, please tell me. Tell me how that happens, because it's almost infuriating. But if you can't sync it perfectly 100%, if you could choose one thing to sync perfectly, always sync when your mouth, sync to your mouth, sync to the face. So I could sync with the pictures. People won't notice if my hands moving or one frame out of place. They will notice if I'm talking and the words are coming before or after, even by a frame, they will notice. So if you have to choose one frame of perfection, like you can see, like these are obviously not synced, and they won't be synced. So if you're going to have to choose to sync one thing, and if anyone knows how to fix this in Movie Studio 14 Platinum, please tell me. This, which is the most important part, this is the actual audio I want. So I can take this, I can move it, because this, there's no video attached to it. So which one is my face cam? So this is my face cam, I believe. Yes, so this is my face cam and this is my audio. These have to match, they have to sync. So I'm gonna sync it here. And then I'm just going to get this one as close as I can to it. It doesn't really look like there's a very good option. It could be before, it could be after. This, of course, it just needs to sync a little bit better. And this is a very fast, dirty job that I'm doing. Okay, this is not meant to actually sync, because if this was, I would put a little bit more time and effort into it. Right here is good because like it's a very sharp single line. You can see I just desynced it. Boom, right there. That's really, really helpful. And you can see it's practically synced. This is one frame off, but this is what my hands are doing. But if you were to look, we're gonna be able to utilize a lot of this extra space, eh? You can't really tell. I just watch when my hands get in frame. Full disclosure, you can see here and here my hands. You can't tell a difference. But when I talk, with full disclosure, you can actually see that I'm talking. So I have it synced, but now I have all of this audio I don't want. Which is the audio I want? I'm gonna put that on top. These two I don't want. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to open up an audio track here and another one here. It's just a dirty way to get rid of your audio. You can take this, and I suggest Control A grouping, because when we create a new group, we can desync all of this we want, and it's not going to desync. We can move it all we want. It's the same. So then we're going to take these. We're only going to take these two. And then we're going to move them up, which I think I accidentally just, yeah, that works. Delete, But now these are disconnected from the video, but I can't delete them because they're all grouped. So I can Control A, and then I can group, and then I can remove from, and then delete, and then delete. And then now I have perfectly synced video, and then so I can Control A, and I can group them again. This is all together, it's all streamlined, and boom. Watch. We have some, just if I happen to get anything extremely rare. We have quote-unquote the best audio, and a synced face cam, and a
If I happen to...
I could have just recorded this in OBS, which is something I haven't really messed around with, but I feel like it might be a little, because then I could just have the face cam. But that might be just something that you might want to consider if that's something you're interested in trying. I kind of have my own little scuffed way to record and edit. That might be something that I look into later. But why don't we get into it? Because now I've been rattling on for about an hour. We'll give the stream another hour. And I got to get ready to hit the sack because I got work in the morning. Got to go to work. We rambled for an hour. I went and explained a lot of my process for an hour. That's great. It's all fine and dandy. But now we can actually, quote-unquote, get to work. And when I do another future stream of these, because I sincerely doubt, actually, it's impossible for me to finish editing this video. This is going to be the most boring part of the edit, is the skeleton edit, and even the rough edit. But once we get to the edit, that'll be more fun. So I'll probably stream me editing this again tomorrow. But so what I do essentially in this video is I open a pack of cards and I see if there are cards that I need. And I just kind of go over each card. And so when I open a pack, I want to keep the action of me cutting the pack, opening the pack, and then going over the cards and kind of deleting everything else.
I love them.
So here, and then, oh, I already edited this. This is where I stopped. So when I'm looking, what I'm looking for is when I cut it, when I start cutting, the moment I start cutting, and the moment the wrapper hits the desk, I cut, and then I start when I get my little tiny little grubby fingy in the card. So the second my finger and generally this action, because it makes more sense for me to just it makes more sense in context for me to just keep rolling. That's kind of, actually I might not. I might make the I unwrap it, I pull it out, and then this right here is where I'll cut it. It just might most of the time I would leave this part in. However, kind of drags on a little bit too much, and we have 4 hours of content. We need to get down to 10 to 15 to 30 to 30 to 45 minutes. Wormy Wilder. So let's just check to make sure that makes sense. Wormy Wild. It kind of looks a little weird. I think I should cut instead of right here. Wormy Wilder after the lip smack, and then here. This can get cut, but I feel like me reaching down, so pulling him out. I'm pulling that action. Let's see if that makes any more sense. I love him. I love him. I love him. Wormy Wilder? Yeah, it's kind of scuffed. I kind of want to leave. Well, we'll leave it now, and we'll probably address it back in the future again. And again, if I really wanted to, I could move this, and then I could just whoop. And then what does that do? Oh, it just, you'll see what it does right here. Where's my magnet? Why isn't my magnet snapping? Boop. Wormy wild. Wormy wild. Okay. Wormy wild. Yeah, it's scuffed, but I can always I can get back to it in the future. Wilder. Treasure Travis. Ides of Mark. Did not care for that show. If that is what I think it is. Decaying Dorian. There we go. Booger Green Parallel. Will Vomit. Skewered Stewart. Caterpillar Eaton. Okay, this has got to be one of my favorite cards too. Winnie Guardian Leviosa. Okay, this is also Leviosa. Generally, after the moment you stop making noise, generally 2 frames after that is a good place to cut. Okay, this is also one of my favorites. Man, some of these cards are so great. Okay, this is all Leviosa. Okay, this is also one of my favorites. Man, some of these cards are so great. And also just really Control C S. If you're doing a production, like this is just a silly little YouTube video that I'm putting time in, of making a video of something, of me doing something I'm having fun with. These cuts like this are bad, and what I mean by that is like it's an immediately visible cut. I just jump. Well, that's not the worst cut, but like me jumping around here, it's like very obvious. You want to hide cuts as best as you can. And a simple way to get around that is if you just have a whole bunch of B-roll and you're doing lines and you have a good take, but you pause in between that, so you want to cut that pause out. What you can do is cut the pause out, but instead of just jumping from a video of you talking to another video of you talking, that cut from a video of you talking to B-roll to hide the cut, and so the pacing of the video of your story or whatever you're talking about, that doesn't change. It sounds like it's the same sentence. It sounds like it's in the same breath, but the cut is hidden. Just hide your cuts, but if for something silly like this, don't worry about it. It's fine. Some of these cards are so great. And yeah, so I'm sitting here staring at the card. I love that. She is so cute. I love that. She is so cute. I don't know what it is, but some of these... I don't know what it is. I don't. And another thing people might want to do is, you can see I stopped talking here. If you want to overlay, make another, well, I have 2 cameras, so I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like doing it. It's a lot of work. But if you want to put the extra little love and attention you want, you can pop this up a layer and then just put it just above, just at the very beginning or the very end of this clip, and kind of overlap the sentence, so there's like the cut is a lot less jarring. It keeps up the pace of the video. Now you see, let's say if I were to take this and I were to delete it, you can see here, I don't know what there is a cut, and it stops at the end of this word, even though it doesn't look like it. It stops at the very end of the noise, the inflection, the I don't know what it keeps that, and then it cuts right into here. There's a very, very, very small pause in order to keep engagement. Just make it, you could pop this up, move it just a little bit over here, and then boom, it just kind of rolls in. I don't know what it rolls in as opposed to stopping and starting. It's like a rolling stop compared to a full stop. Legally, just fully stomp, but for the whatever. I don't know what it is, but some of these cards are just so cute. Like, I guess that's like a scientific thing, right? Where no, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, sometimes things are so gross they're cute. Well, okay. I don't know if I start cutting while I'm talking. I don't know if no, I don't. So we're gonna cut that part out. Hopefully I don't start talking again. What I said just made any sense. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we know. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep this one. We're gonna cut the scissors just for this one. They all can't be perfect. We're gonna get that little greasy finger in there. We're just gonna right here. Yep, that's good right there. Control S. Save your work, kids. There we go. Adam Apple. Think I already have him. Lauren of the Rings. Got him. Magic School Bess. Aardvark Aaron. Pooh Berry. Jagged Julius. I'm pretty sure this is the I don't know. No. Yeah. Berry. Jagged Julius. I'm pretty sure. Berry. Jagged Julius. I'm pretty sure. This is. I'm pretty sure this is the. I don't know. No. Yeah. Jabbed Juliet. Jagged Julius. Jabbed Juliet. Jagged Julius. Jabbed Juliet. Jagged Julius. Jabbed Juliet. It's awkward. It's obvious. It's just so jagged because there's a motorcycle because I live in the world's loudest fucking... I live like basically on fucking the highway. It's awful. There's a motorcycle going by, and everybody just loves to rev their fucking dumbass motorcycles. Anything that they can do to make their vehicle loud, they just love to do it. Julius, jabbed, and then it just like it's gone now in this cut, and so it's just like obvious. Like Julius, jabbed Juliet. It's not much I can. Julius, jabbed Julius. Jagged Julius. Jabbed Juliet. It's not... Okay. It's not... Berry. Jagged Julius. Jabbed Juliet. It is kind of weird, but it's not... I don't know. There's not much I can do about it. Fred Precious. Well. Precious. Well. I think we're finally halfway through the first box. And my Control C. All right, so we are at card volume 110. So 110. Stop. Shut up. Go in here, Bob. All right, go into here, Bob. Wait, no. I need to be in here. Card footage 110. You can see that there's this temporary file here. So 111. Let's pop that bad boy in. Let's just throw it in. You can also do it here in the Explorer tab, but don't actually do that. It's trash. We're gonna have to make a new audio track. Boom, take this, and just because we need it to sync, And what we're going to do actually is we're going to take it here. All of this is just empty. So actually, Pilfred Precious. From here to here. So we're going to cut it there, and then all of this. Take this, shift up, and move that out of the way. All of this right here. Let's put this down one, just so it's easier to see. Boom. This all can get deleted. No longer is included in the video. These are not grouped yet, so that can just move out with shift. And then Jabbed Juliet. Pilfred Precious. Okay, and then here we need to sync it, but we're gonna put the slipping. Oh, we're gonna remove it from the group. So now these are complete. So now I can slip that where I need it to be. I like to do a lot of different clicks, because sometimes it's really hard to see exactly.
1, 2, 3.
That's pretty synced.
1, 2, A, B, C.
Right here is a good little marker. Because, yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, hit shift, click. I'm going to make this its own group, create new. But these over here are no longer in the group, but I can move this around as much as I want. Take this.
B, C. I don't remember this card. Homeless Hazel?
Did I oh my god. Ah, jeez. Brandon, you failed. You are a failure. Everything you do is wrong.
I think I already have him.
Oh, it's because I didn't. I think I already. Hold on. If I did this right, I'm not sure if I did. No, I didn't. Well, no, shit. God. Remove from the group. Okay, so now I'm only going to select the audio that I want to get rid of. I don't know if I disconnected it from the video or not. I did. I did do that. Did I? What is this? Oh, it's the... Alright, that's exactly what I did. You're going to take that and we're going to delete it. Because it no longer needs to be a part of that. And then I can take this, I can click it, and then I can go over here. I can hit shift and I can click that. I can create a group, create new, and now it's all synced. I can't move. And then I can put it here.
1, 2, 3. A, B,
over enunciating. I'm gonna cut that right there. And for all I care about is that these two, for what I care, this is the end of that clip. This is the beginning. There's no more cutting necessary. So it kind of flows into each other. Pilfred Precious. Okay. Yep, it's a good thing I noticed that right before. We're going to take this. I meant to do this earlier, but I completely forgot. It's a good thing I did that before I started cutting. Because if I would have, I've had to go to each and every single cut and then have flipped and rotated it. Pilfred Precious. Yep, there we go. Alright, and now I can Control A, remove from group, and then Control A, well, just to ensure I have everything. Group, create new, and then boom, everything is together. There we go! So now we can continue as normal. Now, like it leads, all of the assets, all of the videos are together. And it looks like we only have a few more minutes of content we have to cut through. So let's go here. Drag the timer, pops off, and it hits. You can get your grubby little fingy in there. Ooh. Okay, I did all of that off camera. That's bad. That's an oversight. Retching Romeo. Okay. I'm gonna... right there. Retching Romeo. Okay. Maybe I should do it right where he pulls it out. Retching Romeo. Okay. Gandalf.